Next question.
Pressure? Nerves? To Cole Palmer, those words barely seem to exist. His cool, measured responses in interviews might sound unpolished to some, but they reveal something deeper, a rare composure that's an elite weapon in any athlete's arsenal. Misjudge his quiet demeanor as a lack of intellect, and you're missing the point entirely. Cole Palmer isn't just smart. He's a footballing prodigy with an IQ tailor-made for the pitch. Forget the off-field chatter, the numbers, the highlights, and the scouting reports do all the talking. His brilliance has been clear from the very beginning. In 2010, Palmer was a kid splitting his time between after-school detention, watching his father play Sunday League, and honing his skills in grassroots football. Even then, his potential was undeniable. His first coach recalls moments of shock, when Palmer's vision and decision-making surpassed anything imaginable for his age. Liverpool, Manchester City, and his boyhood club Manchester United all sought him out. But Palmer made bold choices early. When United offered only a trial, he turned his back on them and joined City. He wasn't about to let anyone hold him back. Fast forward to 2018, and Palmer's journey almost hit a roadblock. Despite his undeniable talent, his small stature and declining performances over 2 seasons left him on the verge of being cut from City's academy. But Jason Wilcox, the academy director, stepped in and saved his spot, seeing something others couldn't. Wilcox called Palmer extremely clever, and Palmer soon proved him right. Within a year, a growth spurt shot him from 5'7" to 6'2", and his performances skyrocketed. He led City's U18 team to a league title, contributing 20 goals in just 100 minutes, and he inspired his teammates with a tribute to a fallen friend in the FA Youth Cup final. Palmer's quiet determination became his hallmark. Despite training with City's first team, he continued dominating at the U23 level, tallying 19 goal contributions in 200 minutes. Guardiola, however, was in no rush, giving him only a few fleeting first-team appearances. Yet Palmer remained undeterred, showing an insatiable hunger for the game. After scoring for the senior team, he famously played a full U23 match the same day, scoring a hat trick and brushing off questions about his remarkable dedication. Even with such displays, opportunities remained limited. Palmer scored his first Champions League goal and dazzled in the FA Cup, but injuries and competition kept him sidelined. His tenacity, though, never wavered. When asked about his situation, he stayed grounded, insisting he just wanted to play. Whether scoring or recovering, his focus was always on improving, not complaining. Despite City making squad changes that should have paved the way for Palmer's breakthrough, his chances remained sporadic. Yet his performances consistently impressed when he got the chance. Under Guardiola's watch, Palmer averaged a goal, contribution every 85 minutes, proof of his brilliance even in limited appearances. At 21, Cole Palmer collected a Champions League medal as his team completed only the second treble in English football history. But he knew the harsh reality. He'd had little to do with it. His 25 appearances might suggest progress, but in truth, Palmer was averaging just 25 minutes per game when Pep Guardiola even allowed him on the pitch. For a player who once craved game time at any cost, something had to give. Either the circumstances would change, or Palmer would. 12 days after the Champions League final, Palmer joined the U21 European Championship. He started slowly, but when Morgan Gibbs-White missed a critical penalty in the semi-finals, Palmer stepped up. He delivered an assist, scored, and added another assist to send England to the final. 3 days later, he sealed the championship with a stunning free kick, becoming a European champion on his own terms. Now, a Man City Academy graduate with 13 years at the club, Palmer had proven his worth yet again. Even after these heroics, his situation at City remained frustrating. He came on late against Arsenal to give City the lead in the Community Shield, only for the team to lose the title in the final minutes. Days later, he scored their only goal in the UEFA Super Cup, saving the club from another loss. But when he returned to Manchester, instead of the cheers he deserved, Guardiola approached him with a loan offer to Burnley. Palmer's response was blunt: "No, and I want to leave." City's efforts to convince him to stay fell apart when they signed another 21-year-old winger for $65 million. For Palmer, who was still waiting for consistent minutes and had 0 senior international caps with the Euros fast approaching, this was the final straw. 4 days later, Chelsea, desperate after missing out on Michael Olise, entered rapid negotiations for a mystery signing. Fans speculated big names, only to discover the $50 million deal was for Cole Palmer, a move met with skepticism. Critics pointed to his lack of experience, just 2,400 minutes of senior football, and doubted his ability to fix Chelsea's disjointed squad. But Palmer wasted no time silencing the doubters. After a few substitute appearances, he made his first start, delivering an assist, securing the Man of the Match award, and advancing Chelsea in the League Cup. He followed that with a goal and assist against Burnley, another goal in a draw with Arsenal, and standout performances against Blackburn, and Tottenham quickly becoming a vital player. Even Chelsea's manager Mauricio Pochettino admitted he arrived on deadline day and he's already playing like he's been here for 10 years. Palmer's defining moment came against his former club, Manchester City. In a chaotic, high-stakes game, Chelsea earned a penalty in the 95th minute. Palmer, undeterred, asked Raheem Sterling to let him take it and calmly smashed it into the top corner. Asked later if he felt nervous, Palmer shrugged. Not really. Cole Palmer's journey reached new heights as he earned his first senior England call-up. Back with Chelsea, he silenced critics who accused him of relying on penalties by scoring a sensational goal at Old Trafford. Palmer carried Chelsea past Luton Town with 2 goals and an assist, including a stunning strike nominated for Goal of the Month. For the first time, he also showcased his now iconic celebration, a tribute to his friend Morgan Rogers. With those contributions, Palmer became just the 5th under-21 player in Chelsea's history to hit double digits for goal involvements, cementing his meteoric rise. Despite his impressive start, Palmer's next few games saw a brief dip in form. He managed just 1 goal and 2 assists in 7 starts, while Chelsea struggled in the Premier League, sitting 11th with a negative goal difference and more losses than wins. Their League Cup final defeat to Liverpool further compounded their misery. With European qualification slipping away, Chelsea needed a savior, and Palmer stepped up to deliver miracles. Against Brentford, Palmer's late equalizer saved Chelsea from defeat. He followed that with a goal and assist in a thrilling 3-2 win over Newcastle, then produced a last-minute backheel assist to secure victory against Leicester after allowing Sterling to miss a penalty earlier. When Chelsea faced Tottenham, Palmer's brace forced a 2-2 draw, leaving fans convinced that his heroics were the team's lifeline. The skepticism from earlier in the season was rapidly fading. Palmer's defining performance came against Manchester United. Chelsea raced to a 2-0 lead, with Palmer converting a penalty. But when United clawed back to lead in injury time, Palmer refused to back down. He scored twice more, completing a dramatic hat-trick to lead Chelsea to victory. The feat earned him national headlines and solidified his reputation as one of the league's most clutch performers. But his most jaw-dropping display came against Everton. Palmer opened with a backheel assist, then curled in a left-footed strike. Minutes later, he headed in his second, and soon after, intercepted a ball and smashed it home from 40 yards. In just 11 minutes, Palmer had secured the fastest perfect hat trick in Premier League history. He became the first Chelsea player to score in 7 consecutive home games, and only the second to record back-to-back home hat tricks. As if that wasn't enough, he coolly slotted a penalty to go level with Dimitar Berbatov for most Premier League penalties scored without a miss. Palmer's consistency was staggering. By that point, he was second only to Erling Haaland in goal contributions, despite having taken far fewer shots. Haaland had 101 attempts compared to Palmer's 60, yet Palmer's clinical edge was unmatched. Analysts and fans alike praised his unshakable mentality. As Alan Shearer remarked, "There isn't a moment where he isn't calm and measured." Cole Palmer's debut season at Chelsea ended with a flourish. In the final stretch, he delivered a goal against West Ham, an assist in a 3-2 victory, another goal in a 2-1 win, and a decisive assist in the season finale. These contributions capped a 12-game unbeaten run, pushing Chelsea to 63 points and securing Conference League qualification. Remarkably, Palmer was directly responsible for 27 of those points. Without his goal contributions, Chelsea would have hovered just above relegation, underscoring his immense impact. In what was effectively his first full season, Palmer contributed to 48% of Chelsea's goals, a league-leading stat for under-22 players, with 33 goal involvements in 33 matches. His efficiency was staggering, particularly given he played only 74% of available minutes due to his late transfer. Even compared to legends, Palmer's numbers stood out. Only Didier Drogba in 2010 had a higher contribution rate for Chelsea, and not even prime Eden Hazard matched Palmer's debut season output. Although Erling Haaland beat him to the Golden Boot, Palmer's 22 goals would have topped the charts in most seasons. His accolades reflected this dominance: Chelsea's Player of the Season, Premier League Young Player of the Year, and PFA Fans Player of the Year. Pep Guardiola himself admitted that Palmer was the one that got away, lamenting his limited opportunities at Manchester City and conceding, "That is my responsibility." Palmer's stellar year earned him a call-up to the Euros following James Maddison's injury. Despite limited minutes, just 20 across 3 group stage games, he left an indelible mark. Subbed in late during the semi-final, Palmer assisted Ollie Watkins for the winning goal to send England to the final. Coming off the bench again in the final, he equalized with just 4 touches, showcasing his composure under pressure. Though England ultimately fell short, Palmer's performances proved he belonged on the grand stage. Cole Palmer's journey from a promising academy talent to a Chelsea superstar is a story of resilience, brilliance, and unyielding determination. After limited opportunities at Manchester City, he seized his moment with a move to Chelsea, proving doubters wrong with a debut season that redefined expectations. Wherever his career takes him, one thing is certain: under the brightest lights, Cole Palmer thrives. One thing is certain: under the brightest lights, Cole Palmer thrives.